SPTA Travis here. Today we're going to be talking about stretching. So to define stretching as it pertains to physical therapy, it is a therapeutic technique that involves lengthening muscles and their connective tissues to increase flexibility, improve range of motion, reduce stiffness, and reduce pain. So there's a few parameters to always keep in mind when we're talking about stretching. First of all, when you're performing a stretch, you want to hold the lengthened position, and you want to do this multiple repetitions, so not just one time and you're done. And you want to hold for about 30 seconds each. It's obviously going to depend, but you don't want to just like get it there and then drop it back down. Consistency is going to be the biggest key, as always, when it comes to stretching. If you do it just one day a week, you're not going to get the results that you want. You want to do this multiple times a day. You can think of it like breakfast, lunch, and dinner are good timestamps to keep in mind, and you want to make sure you're doing this every day. While you're stretching, there are a few red flags always to look out for. If you experience sharp pain while stretching, discontinue the stretch right away. Same goes for anything like dizziness, nausea, any sort of discomfort. Just always kind of keep a watch out for those things. All right, this video we're going to be covering stretching for the wrist flexors and wrist extensors. So these ones are pretty simple. The main thing you want to focus on when you're stretching, we'll start with the wrist extensors. You just want to have that elbow at full extension. So wrist extensors are going to start up here and they're going to end down here. So we got to implement both of these drills here. So once you have that elbow in extension, then you're just going to take the wrist and go in the opposite direction. And you should feel that stretch right along here. How's that feel, Brad?
Good.
Perfect. So for wrist flexors, it's the exact same thing, but just the opposite. All the wrist flexors are going to originate here on the inside of the elbow, and they're going to cross on that ventral surface. So we're just going to do the opposite thing, bring the hand up, keeping that elbow extended, and you should feel a nice stretch right along here. And of course, as always, just hold, do multiple repetitions, and do this consistently every day if you can. All right. Moving on with the wrist flexors and wrist extensors, I'm going to show you how to do a self stretch for each. So starting with the wrist flexors, an easy way to do this is just use your body weight and find like a table or something. Go ahead and lock out that elbow and try and place your palm flat on the table and just kind of lean into it. And you should feel that stretch kind of right along this ventral surface here for the wrist flexors. And kind of same thing for wrist extensors, just in the opposite direction. So instead of bringing the wrist into extension, we're going to bring it into flexion. And you can kind of do this yourself, just kind of straighten that elbow out, and you can pull on it like this. You can also do the same thing with your body weight, whatever works for you. You can also use a wall like this, and just kind of chill here for a minute, and you should feel that stretch along those extensors.